Bro, why weren't you at Eid prayer? Oh. I prayed Eid prayer in Roblox this year. What? So much people came. You should totally come next Eid.
It's illegal for non-Muslims to enter the holy city of Mecca. And to prevent that from happening, the Saudi government set up multiple checkpoints all around the city. Trying to enter the city without being Muslim can result in penalties and deportation. Mecca is the holiest and most sacred place in Islam, and Hajj is the world's largest pilgrimage that every Muslim must make at least once in their lifetime. During Hajj, more than 1 million people come here to wipe away their sins, to reconnect with their values, and to show their love for Allah. And in the center of the Grand Mosque in Mecca is the Kaaba, a black box that people have been praying towards since before Islam started. And when Prophet Muhammad showed up, it became God's house on earth. It's the structure everyone walks around. And when Muslims perform Umrah or their pilgrimage, before flying into Mecca, everyone has to wear a white cloth over their bodies during Hajj, signifying that there is no upper or lower class. Everyone's the same. This is called getting into the state of Ihram. Besides the clothes, there are a lot of other rules. You can't smoke, you can't have sex, you can't shave, can't cut your nails, and a bunch of other no-nos. Once entering the Grand Mosque, Muslims have to circle the Kaaba 7 times in an anti-clockwise direction, praying to Allah. However, there is a huge misconception about the Kaaba. Many people think that Muslims worship it, when really it's used as a sense of direction during prayers. The other misconception is that no one is allowed to enter the Kaaba. Years ago, any Muslim was allowed to walk inside. However, due to the overwhelmingly number of people, it's mostly kept locked and closed. The Saudi Arabian government is very strict about who can enter the holy Kaaba and who can't. The odds of non-Muslims entering the blessed space are quite literally impossible. Currently, only worthy Muslims are allowed to enter the Kaaba to pray, and only those who are authorized by the guardians of the monument, the Al-Shabi family, who have held the only key for 15 centuries, have this privilege. However, there are exceptions. Those visiting the Kaaba during other times of the year are sometimes allowed to go inside. So what's hiding inside the Kaaba? Behind the large wooden doors covered with nearly 300 kilograms of gold is a small room with a marble floor with green cloth on the upper half. The Kaaba is used to unify Muslims around the world, but it begs the question, why will non-Muslims get detained and deported for trying to visit Mecca? Considering Mecca brings in more than 3 million people a year for Hajj, inviting tourists will only congest the holy site even more and create distractions for those trying to pray as much as they can. Muslims sacrifice and work their whole lives just to get an opportunity to experience this at least once in their lifetime.
You see, when you are desperately making dua for something, you'll have the urge to quit. You'll feel like all your doors are closed. You'll feel like your world is falling apart. You'll want to give up on your dua because it will feel pointless and impossible. You'll worry, you'll overthink, you'll doubt yourself, and you will feel like you're fighting an internal battle with yourself. But that's okay, because sabr and tawakkul isn't easy. You will fall, but you have to get back up. Remember, Allah is with the patient. Moses didn't know Allah was going to split the Red Sea for him. He just knew that Allah was not going to abandon him. Just trust Allah and His plan, as He is the best of all planners.
تطيب الحياة تسر He's not always showing rahmah, mercy. That is our way. And you are a baby, and you are still a child. His death was already ordained. Maybe the purpose is to save your life, because you're not going to be killed by this society. My family would like very much to be a part of your seeing a better way of life, so that this does not repeat itself. Because I will always be a part of your life. In the life that you take is not just one life. It is all that is connected to that life. But what we want for them is not for them. For themselves, nothing. It will not bring back
ويوم وداعنا فجرا وما أقساه من فجر يحار القوم في وصف.
Why does the woman have to cover her body? Yeah.
Okay, you're a man, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm a man.
If you have a daughter and she's 15 years old or 16 years old and she wants to go out in a very short skirt and she wants to go out in a very small top, would you be happy about this or would you be upset?
15 or...
I would not want that for my daughter. The way that men, other men, all men are wired, that they will think and look at women in a certain way differently depending upon what they're wearing.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying that it's okay for the man to do this. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm saying that's the reality of how it is. And what Islam does, the principles of Islam, the rulings of Islam, they work with the reality of how human beings have been created. Not how society would hope people will behave, but how people actually behave.
Yeah, facts. Talking
The facts, yeah. If you're walking with your beautiful wife and all the men are looking at her like this, you're not going to be happy. Why you're not going to be happy? Because this is disrespectful. This is not respectful.
Assalamu alaikum, Mufti Bank.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. What is your name?
My name is Amir.
MashaAllah, Amir. And what do you want to tell us today?
I want to tell you that when I grow up, I want to become like you and call people to Islam.
MashaAllah. Takbir! Inshallah, when you grow up, you will be better than me. And I will come and listen to your talks just like this. And I will see you on YouTube and I will watch your videos. And inshallah, we will all enjoy and Allah will give you success of this world and the next. But you must pray for me that Allah accepts the little that we are doing and forgive our shortcomings. Forgive our sins, our shortcomings. Do you make any videos?
Yeah,
Where are they? Where are your videos?
YouTube.
Oh, mashallah. You know, you're so lucky. I told you you will be better than me. I started YouTube when I was 40. And I think you must have started when you were 4 or 5, right? How old are you?
Six and a half.
Ooh, 6.5.
Yeah.
You're counting, not 6 3/4, huh? May Allah bless you, grant you goodness and your parents and everyone. Nice to see you and Jazakumullah khair. Shukran. Well, my brothers and sisters, notice how the young ones and the little ones are coming up to talk. Wallahi, it's so encouraging. It's so encouraging. I don't even know what to say. I'm seeing him struggling to speak, and in my mind I'm saying, one day this guy's going to be an orator. By the way, I stuttered quite a bit when I was young, just for your information. Still, now and again, sometimes I might fumble. If I'm talking to you, maybe privately, I might fumble a little bit for words. But the minute I get up to talk, it's like you wouldn't believe that this person fumbles for words. Allahu Akbar. It's a miracle. It's something that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has kept in the Quran. Because even those who stutter normally, when they read the Quran, there's no stuttering. And secondly, when you're calling people towards goodness on a mass scale, I promise you, something happens and Allah Almighty opens your door.